Yo guys, what is going on? Blossom's back and welcome back to another episode of Top Drives. Now, usually my life in Top Drives at the very start of the year is very hectic and very stressful. And that's mainly because I wrap up the 10 mil opening and then I have a surplus of super rares and upgrades and things that I want to work on. And I'm just like, oh my god, I'm like flustered and everything. I want to max out like 5 different rares, 5 different super rares, 5 different ultra rares, etc, etc, etc to clear out the fuse. I remember that used to be a struggle that I used to do yearly or annually. But now, with all the open slots that I have, we're kind of vibing. I've sat in every single super from the opening, and as you can see, I currently have 842. To give you guys a comparison, I think at the end of the 10 mil special, I was almost at 1,000 super rares, literally. So currently I'm sitting at 842. And 279 of them are fuse material, and that is after already upgrading a bunch of ultra rares. So currently I'm sitting at 898 ultra rares, and 774 of them are fully upgraded. 776 are being upgraded right now. The ones that are currently in the works, currently fusing, are these two. I mean, I think it's about time that I got the Launcher D50 going. I know a lot of you guys have probably already fully upgraded that. 996 drag spec. I've yet to have the chance, but yeah, it's slowly working on its way. And then I'm working on a Volvo V90 cross country for no reason for why it's good. It isn't good. But I'm just trying to be that ultra collector that I tell myself that I always want to be. But yeah, I've also upgraded a bunch of other cars since that 10 mil opening. So if you're going to European New Wave, some of the cars that I've completed since then is the Volvo S60 T6 all-wheel drive. I did like a second Ranger Raptor. I mean, I think a lot of you guys have probably seen a lot of these already. I got my pair of Citroen Visas, waiting to be using those in clubs. They're going to be incredibly useful, killing epics left, right, and center. Also maxed out the DS4 Racing, the Ford Fiesta. On top of that, worked on a couple APGP cars as well. I can't remember which was the most recent APGP upgrade I did. Oh yes, it was the Hyundai Vision G Coupe, which I actually went at a unconventional drag spec 996. I know a lot of you guys probably have it, but you did it for a reason. You did it for a tri-series. I did not drag spec this for a tri-series. I did it just because it's like the highest top speed like Korean car from like ultra and below. Actually, that's one thing that I do want to take into account. Let's have a look. Let's do epics, ultra, supers, everything below besides legendaries basically. Let's go into country and let's go into South Korea. Okay, we're gonna click all cars. I kind of want to see how high that Hyundai kind of sits, so I'm going to sort it by top speed descending. And yeah, it's number 1. So that's kind of the reason why I went drag spec on it. Although it handles pretty well. A second one I'd go 233, but it is like the Korean testable car. I mean, if you're putting legendaries, still the damn highest. I actually did not expect that. Okay, well there you go. So if you want a Korean car that has a competent top speed, like honestly, just go for the Hyundai Vision G. Go drag spec on it, and it will be your testable car. So yeah, now it is sitting at 190 miles per hour for a top speed. That is really impressive. But anyway guys, as with all gameplay days, we're going to start off with a carbon fiber to open, not in the veteran challenge. I guess I could say, oh my god, we're getting a brand new legendary today. If I go for the Di Tommaso, what's the point? It's going to become an epic, probably as an RQ80. But we do have a carbon fiber to open. I just need to remember where it is. I think it's in challenge leagues. Yes, it is. There we go. Only the second carbon fiber so far. Let's go 1 2 3 4 5 6. Oh, one thing to take note is that all of my Hennessy's are on their final upgrades. I want to fully upgrade all 3 of them at the same time. So this one is currently sitting at 696. This one is at 696 as well, and I believe they're actually all at 696, right? Yeah, okay, they all are. So eventually this is going to be drag spec. This is going to be drag spec. And this is going to be twisty spec. I'm going to go 233 on the Hennessy Venom GT Spider. I don't think there's a point to really go drag spec on this one when I already am going drag spec on the F5. Let me know down in the comments below what you're doing for Hennessy's if you have them in your garage. Anyway, let's get it done! Basically an entire hand of a 2-star or above legendaries. It could be a full hand of max legendaries if I finish those Hennessy's off. Skip, and yes, let's see if we're gonna get anything good from this carbon fiber. I did open a carbon fiber earlier on this morning. It was to commemorate day 2101 from the daily reward. It was an American carbon fiber. Really excited for that, but we only got a Ford Explorer anyway. Bristol, Virage Volante, Suzuki Vitara, double ultra maybe? Nope, not double ultra. Okay, Honda Civic Type R, and ooh, an epic. Okay, That's not bad. Fiat Barf, 131. Mira Fury Evolution. That's probably going to be fused material, but it is nice to get, you know, that little purple. That one carbon fiber was better than the entire 2 million from the last 10 million opening, from the last part of the 10 million opening. So that was pretty nice to see a little bit of purple up in there as well. We'll add that to the collection, and that is going to be fused material. That's going to be used in my, well, Hennessy collection. Okay, anyway, let's get into it. We're going to start off with body goals because, yeah, everyone wants to be a roadster, I guess. What does that mean in terms of cars? So what is the hand that I'm currently using? I'm currently running this undefeated, and I'm really surprised I'm undefeated because usually when I join a multiplayer event, the first hand that I put in usually isn't the best possible hand, and I'm always like kind of like changing things up. But yeah, it's kind of been working for this, and I'm kind of surprised, honestly. So what am I currently using? I'm using a BBR, so the BBR is still useful, which is really cool to see. I'm also using a slingshot, which I believe is like RQ21 or something like that. Where is it? There it is. 7985, and then the last car I'm using is an RQ64, I believe. Zenus E10. So that's the hand that I'm using, and I'm just genuinely surprised that it's winning things. I'm really surprised that it's just winning things. I did not expect it to win anything at all. Yeah, so that's gonna be one win. That's 2, 3, 4, and a massive L on Tokyo Bridge. That's basically what I've been doing, dude. Win 4, lose 1, but that one loss is going to be by 200 points. Yeah, basically that. But we do take it, 293 to 210, and that is another win, 19-0. Let's keep on going for another race over here. This is also another track set that's pretty tough. I'm actually surprised at the lack of Koenigsegg Jesko Absolutes that I'm facing up against. Maybe it's just an issue of, you know, this is just an easier bracket. That's what it feels like. Hairpin run in Tokyo Bridge. Again, it's just 4 wins and 1 loss. I lose the second race. The slingshot, honestly, he's just tanking all the L's for me. Yep, 178 to 309. There you go. Another win, 20-0. Now we move on to the next race. It's the same old story. I genuinely think this is one of the easier brackets, probably. I don't think there are a lot of people with the Jesko Absolute. The only 2 undefeated people in this bracket have the Jesko Absolute. That's me and Nick, who is in second place. So Tokyo Loop, and his isn't fully upgraded, I think. Tokyo Loop, and then we have Tokyo Off Ramp, and then we're gonna put you on Tokyo Bridge. And then we'll lose these 2, but this is the more forgiving track set, I would say. Basically, I get to put my L conditions on kind of twisty track sets that lose by less. So yeah, 257 to 158. Got about a 100 point buffer there, so I don't think it was even close. I'll show you the second place hand. A lot of people are using this, the Lancer D50, and as you know, I don't have it fully upgraded yet. It seems to be quite useful. I've forgotten that I actually had it in my garage for the longest time. So yeah, there's that, and there's also this 2-star Jesko Absolute. That's it though. No other hands that I can see are using the Jesko Absolute. Pretty interesting one to use the Brabus. Maybe I should be using the Brabus. I think I have a little bit of RQ left over, but I think it's 22, not 23. This is 23. I'll go and double check. Let's see this hand over here. Tokyo Loop, Twisty Circuit. Ooh, this is a pretty interesting one because this would be 2 draws, 2 wins, and 1 loss on Tokyo Bridge. And it's going to be a pretty big loss as well, because that's where the slingshot is going to be. So I could just play it safe and just go with this hand instead. So yeah, let's get with this. 1 win, 2 win, 3 win. Ooh, 3 win, and then 2 losses. I don't think the BBR will beat the lawn on Tokyo GeForce. It might, but it's a risk that I'd rather not take. 74, skip and done. 195 to 103. That one is relatively close. So currently sitting at 22-0. I just need 1 more race, and I don't need to touch the event for the rest of the day, which is pretty nice. Next up, Birth of Venus, the Italian Renaissance ×5. When was the last time we actually had an Italian Renaissance event? Honestly, these kind of events where they kind of utilize the older tags are really nice to see if you're a long-term player. But it's really interesting, like if you are a pay-to-win but you joined after Italian Renaissance, how competitive would you be in this event? If Hutch is forcing you to buy packs from the newest update, you won't have a lot of chances to even get packs that serve you cars from Italian Renaissance. So yeah, if you were a pay to win that came after Italian Renaissance, let me know how this event is doing for you, especially since prize cars like the LC2, the Zonda Revolution, and the 164 aren't up for grabs for you anymore. But yeah, it's really nice to see these events once again, man. Like, just, it's nice to see that they still remember that Italian Renaissance exists, and German Renaissance, and French Renaissance, and American Dream. I'm getting sick and tired of all the new crap, to be honest. It's nice to, you know, kind of take a step back and look at the older cars, which are still really freaking good, by the way. So we have basically Twisty Road 2 in the wet. You need your fast stuff, so I'll go with these three. 52 that's left. I think they kind of want you to use a Lamborghini, because there is the 0 to 100 to 0, the fast circuit, the Twisty Road, and the Twisty Road again. There's a test bull in there. Pretty interesting. What is the best test bull car from Italian Renaissance? I've not seen this update in so long, I tend to forget. The highest top speed for the lowest value, I guess. 199, 202. The Miuras are pretty good. Is there a test bull in every single track set? There's a test bull here. There's a test bull here. So 50% of the track sets. Where am I going to put the Miura in other places? I guess I could put it on the half mile. Oh, I don't want to put it in the half mile. I'll put it in the maybe the hairpin or something like that. Okay. I think for the test bull, I'd rather just use the LC2. I don't think there's any point using the Miura. RQ52 is the average. We could go pretty low and go with like a low ground clearance, like a Ghibli, or maybe like a Barf, and then we have 65 to use with. Again, we don't really need that. We could use an 030. And I still need one car for, oh, I definitely need one car for the wet, isn't there? Because like I'm running 4 slick tires over here. Ooh, what am I gonna use for the wet? It's a bit of a trick up, because like there's 2 like Twisty Road wet. They really want you to use a Lamborghini, I feel. They want you to use that 4-wheel drive. I think a Lamborghini would fit pretty well. Twisty Road, fast circuit, and 0 to 100 to 0. They could use it at Integrale as well, with that 4-wheel drive, maybe, like a Lancia Delta S4. That's not gonna fit though. Actually, there's not a lot that you can even use. I'll try. Because I do have a couple upgraded Lamborghinis. I'll try with the Lamborghini for now, see if that works. 44, let's just go with maybe one of you. Yeah, that should be fine. All right, let's get into it. Don't need to spend too much time making a hand for this. Let's see how well it goes. So test bowl Gar is going to go to the LC2 because that has bonkers MRA. I'll put you from the North Loop, put you on the Twisty Road, utilize that 4-wheel drive, and then the Carabo is just going to be losing stuff, basically. SEO30, yeah. Ooh, that loses. Interesting. 222 to 145, though. That's a good start. All right, let's see if we can go 5-0, Birth of Venus. Again, another thing that kind of annoys me though is that now that these special tag challenges are coming so soon after the previous one ends, we barely get multiplayer events that kind of just award us regular ceramic packs anymore. It's always like, oh, it's like the new beginning ceramic, and then it goes to the next best thing. Not the next best thing, but the next tag, whatever it is. Like in between, you only get like 2 or 3 events that actually give you ceramic packs, which are the ones that I like the most because those are packs with better odds, and I want the better odds to get better cars. Anyway, let's go on with the next one over here. No legendaries. Pretty interesting. The 4,000 trophies. So this guy probably started after Italian Renaissance, it's safe to say, unless he took a break here or there. So that's 2 wins. That's 3 wins. That's 4, and then we lose that. Yeah, it's an interesting one. We could use that Maserati Quattroporte with center tires. But like, what are you gonna put that on for 0 to 100 in the quarter mile? You know what I mean? Like that's gonna lose so much, especially if it comes against a Lamborghini. So maybe they want us to use a Lamborghini. That's why they use those track sets. But I really wish that they got rid of the 2 twisty roads. Maybe replace it with like a hairpin road or something like that, or maybe even a lumber mill. But yeah. Anyway, let's move on. Ooh, actually a pretty good car to utilize is the Grande Punto. I didn't even think about the Grande Punto. All right, let's go. 4,000 trophies as well. 1 win. 2 wins, yeah, 0 to 100 to 0. That's going to be 3, 4, and 5. So I can use the Carabo on the drag set in this one. Wouldn't lose by too much against the Ultra Rare, probably only by 50 or a little less than 50, I would say, or a little more than 50, like less than 70. Yeah, 3-0, very nice. All right, let's move on to the 4th race. Let's see what we got. This is 13,000, 48,000, 9,000, 253,000. Okay, so yeah, this guy's been around for a while, and you can tell because he has a fully upgraded Zonda Revolution and then a fully upgraded 164 Pro car. He also has the 155 TS Super Touring, which is a car that I've not seen in a really long time. A couple of Lambos here and there. I mean, honestly, if you run Lamborghinis, like more than one, it's a sign of weakness. So yeah, that's 1 win, that's 2 wins, 3, that's a loss, and that's a loss. Cool beans, I'll take that. 3 wins and 2 losses. As long as you win the majority, you're gonna win the event. Okay, let's go. More than 50 points? Yeah, very little. 68 points, 26-second difference between both those cars. 1 star, we take those. We're not gonna mess with Jesse over here. He's 4-1 actually with that hand. I'm kind of surprised. Let's have a look at it again if we can see it. So he's running the Lancia on the 0 to 100. Interesting. I mean, could I even? I'll win the 0 to 100 because that's when I'm gonna put the Lamborghini. I'm gonna lose really hard in the drags though with the Carabo. I'm also gonna lose the twisty road. Best I can do is draw. I'm actually surprised. Why is he 4-1? What did he even lose to? That's the thing. All right, let's continue. So 0 to 100 is 0 again. Yes. I'll win Twisty Road, I believe. Maybe. Actually, that's gonna be a very close one. I think I might win because I'm just really light, 819 kilograms compared to 1,700. I guess we'll have to look. Test bowl half quarter. Let's check it out. I'm gonna lose quarter mile pretty tough actually. Don't know if the Carabo is the best thing to use. Maybe I should be using the Lancia S2 or whatever it is. If this loses by more than 150, I'm in trouble. 140. Okay. That is a very, very big loss, though. This one, I would like it to win by more than 100. Only 84. It's not good enough. But I'm already in the lead by 9 points. I'll win this one, too. By 50 points, and we should be safe. Even if we lose the last race, it will be 199 to 190, but we do win it anyway. Okay, cool. 249 to 140, putting us in the top 10. Cool beans. Nice to see an event like that kind of honors the older cars, and it's not even like Amalfi Coast ×3, Italian Renaissance ×2, or the other way around. It's just a straight out, like, just, you know what I haven't seen in a long time? An Italian Renaissance carbon fiber. I've not seen one in the, yeah, I've not seen this picture in so long. It's kind of nostalgic, to be honest, to see the pack art for Italian Renaissance or German Renaissance or French Renaissance. It's kind of nice. It brings a tear to my eye. Not literally, but yeah. All right, a daily event is next. It's a rear-wheel drive and low one. I think this is the one where it's just a super twisty. There's test bowl, 1 mile. Never mind. I'll run the bends. Oh, this is the one with the really low RQ. That isn't fun at all, is it? Is it 2 drags average? There's 2 drags on the second track set, 2 drags on the third. Well, 1 fast circuit, 1 test bowl, and then 2 drags. Yeah, good enough to run those 2. 64 and 63. Nah, man, I'll run a 164 and I'll just save RQ in the last one. Yeah, let's see what I have left over here. Actually, it might be a little bit more useful if I ran the GT2 Club Sport 29. Oh, but there's nothing in the wet, right? So there's no point using that one. I could use a Conquest, I guess. No, Roadster, NRA. Yeah, that's a good one. I got so confused. I didn't know you were talking to me. Okay, anyway, yeah, let's continue with this race over here. I do want to start the endurance race. I remember the last time I started a little bit too late and I had to buy some tickets. And I don't want to go through that. I don't know. I think I have a relatively decent hand for that event. But it could be better. Maybe if I upgraded an Epic here or there, maybe if I put some upgrades into Boateng or Müller. I don't know if I still want to call it Boateng because he had those like allegations against him, and I feel like, yeah, I don't know. But yeah, RGP Endurance Cup. So what am I running for this currently? So I'm running 2 Müllers, so 1 and 2. I'm running the Turbo 911. For that 4-wheel drive wet track set kind of thing. I'm also going with the Porsche 911 GT2, the 996 variant, as well as a 911 Carrera 2 Cabriolet. Now, the main reason why I don't want to go for, let's say, the other option is that if I run the better Epic, the 911, I won't be able to use this Ultra Rare. And there are not a lot of Ultra Rares that you can use, actually. I know a lot of people that are going high are saving their RQ by using the Porsche 911 Carrera 3.6. So the job of the 911 Carrera 2 is to predict that people are going to be running this, and then this is going to be this. That's basically basically my 2 cents. So let's see if it works. We're joining this early. I don't usually join events this early, but if we have to get in 100 freaking races done and dusted, might as well start now. So yeah, 1, 2, 3. Just want to say that convertible 911 that I have has proven to be very useful. I have upgraded, I maxed out the handling on that car, and that's why it's at 97. But I use it a lot more than I thought I was going to be honest. It just fits a lot of requirements, and I think the main reason for that is because it is World Expo Plus. If in any other world I needed a 4-wheel drive Porsche, I would use my Porsche 918, which is basically useless now. I've used this car a lot of times, man. 749 out of 500 days. That's a lot for a 4-wheel drive performance tire car. Like, those are like slick tire numbers, but that isn't a slick tire car. Anyway, let's go on the second race over here. We got 1 win, 2 win. If you own the Porsche 935, you would be in a really good position. But I don't have that, unfortunately. I have 2 Müllers. Ooh, is it frozen? If this is frozen, it'll be really annoying because it's one of those where like I have to start BlueStacks by myself. Like I have to task manager out of it. I can't even, I really hope not. Oh, well, I guess we'll take this moment to ask you guys, how your day is going. I hope you're having a good day. Hope you're enjoying the video so far. I guess if you want to take a screenshot of this and use it for some kind of thumbnail, I can see some possibilities. Anyway, I'm gonna have to restart, so give me a second. Okay, and we're back. Yeah, that was a big freeze. Anyway, we restarted the game and we're back in. So currently only 128? What? Why is it out of 128? 102 out of 128. I'm so confused. What is the actual bracket size? Why does it say 102 out of 128? Is the bracket size actually just 128? I don't get it, because there's like, so everyone just gets a carbon fiber. So someone tell me how that works. I have no clue. Anyway, hi. I like this name. Hi. So let's go on with another one. So win over. Yeah, like I said, this card just gives me a lot of use. Monaco City Streets, Monaco Hairpin. Yeah, this is the tracks that I think it's really suited for the Müller. There's like one track set where the 935 is the best car on every track set, and then there's like one track set which I believe is this, where the GT2 RS Club Sport is the best on every track. So yeah, wow. When the cars actually lost, I did not expect a non 2-star this early on into the gates. I have this at 1-star, right? I could, if I was really feeling crazy, upgrade a second Müller. I mean, it wouldn't be the worst thing in the world. It's an RQ98. Like, that is an amazing car. They've won me many Tri-Series in the past, so that's one thing to think about as well. So that's 1 win, 2 wins, 3 wins. I mean, how crazy am I willing to go? Like, imagine I go 3-3-2 on the second one instead. They'll be like, what, 2.106 or something like that, which would still be a very potent card, to be honest. But nah, I would kill to have a 935 though. I would love to have a 935. Having a 25 and a 935 fully upgraded in the garage, that'd be pretty nice. Obviously, there are the packs out. I'm not going to open those though. All right, let's go on with another one. Yeah, this is the card I have. That's the card I have, but that's 1-star. So I'm pretty sure my fully upgraded Müller should be able to beat that. So that's 1 win, that's 2 wins. That's going to be 3 and 4, and we might even win the twisty circuit because we have a lot more handling. But that epic Porsche does have bonkers MRA. So yeah, 8 seconds separating those 2 cars. Here's another one. Let's see if we win that. We do. But if that's a fully upgraded 911 Speedster, that'll be a different story. So there we go. And I'm pretty sure since this is the IRGP Endurance Cup, which honestly is one of the most fun events now that Tri-Series don't even exist anymore. Yeah, the tickets are going to be reloading a lot faster. I would like to make my hand a little bit stronger, but I don't think I'm in a position where I could be doing that. I would like to fully upgrade the 911 Speedster over here, but I can't. It's 4 RQ over, unfortunately. I have 64 to use. I could even fully upgrade the 911 Cura 3.4. I can't even use the Flachbau. So it's a very interesting situation to be in. Another way is that I could put in the 911 Speedster and then use the Carrera, but I don't want to upgrade that anyway, so there's no point. I don't want to upgrade both. So yeah, I guess I'll be sitting with these two. this might be the best option. I know a lot of people might be running like a better Epic. Like I think they'll be running like the GT3, I believe. I bet that if you own, which one is it? If you own this GT3 Touring, you're gonna be using that. But then you would have not a lot of RQ left to use. You have to replace the 911 Carrera 2 with the RQ50. 52 Carrera 3.6. So it's kind of a trade-off at that point. What really matters are the 3 legendaries that you're using and how many upgrades you have in them. I'll probably put another upgrade into the Turbo S 3.8 because yeah, it just turns out to be a really useful car. And one thing I have a lot of, especially after the 10 mil opening, is Jerry. I have a crap ton of Jerrys to go around, so if I wanted to, I could upgrade it. But anyway, guys, that's gonna be it for today. I hope you guys have a great day. Stay safe, wash your hands, and blossom out. Peace.
Bro, this song just makes me so happy.
Me too.
Imagine being Asian in the 50s, looking nifty, leather jacket, looking sleek, look like Presley, look so deadly. Got a jukebox back at home, feeling jazzy, turn it on and play it slow, like the movies with the ladies.
They so fine.
Imagine being Asian in the 50s, looking nifty, leather jacket, looking sleek, look like Presley, look so deadly. Got a jukebox back at home, feeling jazzy, turn it on and play it slow, like the movies with the ladies.
They so fine.
Sit back, relax in my Bonneville Pontiac. Hold tight all night, cruise to Jacksonville
Atlantic.
Blonde hair, don't care, look like Leslie Brooks.